What is up everyone, Movie Worm back again with another video, and today is going to be another top 10 list, and I was tagged to do this by Sarah from the channel Popcorn Chat, and this was a tag started by Luke Hearsfield, and I'll leave both their channel links down below. But this is going to be 10 movies that I still have not yet seen, and I feel like these are movies that I probably should have seen. It was a hard list to come up with, but it's just a fun little video to do. I'm going to tag 5 YouTubers at the end of this video whose channel links I will leave down below as well. So hopefully they can do this video and you can go and check out their channel, subscribe to them, and go and check out their 10 movies that they haven't seen. I feel like this is going to be a bit of a weird video to make. I have no idea how long this is going to be because I don't really do videos where I don't watch the movie. Like, I'm going to be talking about a movie I've never seen. So it's going to be kind of strange, I feel. But let's just see how it goes. Now, this is in no particular order, but I have left the most popular 2 until last, I feel. And I think it might be a little bit of a shock for some of you that I haven't seen them films yet. So, yeah, let's just start with number 10 and we'll work our way down to them 2 popular choices there. Number 10 is going to be Dog Soldiers. Now, I know this is a popular British horror movie that has been recommended to me a hell of a lot of times. There's been people in the comments asking me to review this film, and for some reason I've just never got round to it, but I do promise when I do, I will review it on the channel in a horror revisited episode. Werewolf movies aren't really that popular, I feel. I mean, you get more slasher, paranormal. Werewolf movies don't really come around too much, so I feel like this is one that I probably should have checked out. It's been recommended to me loads of times. Like I said, it was always in the video shop every time I went, just staring at me. But I just never really fancied it, and maybe that was a mistake on my part. I do feel like British horror is a little bit different to all the other horror we get. It does something a little bit different. I think it's based in Scotland. But yeah, I haven't seen even any clips from this film. So hopefully when I get round to it, I do enjoy it. And, you know, I see what everyone was talking about there. But number 10 is Dog Soldiers. Number 9 is going to be another horror movie, and this is Nosferatu. I feel like I should have seen this by now because apparently this was a big moment in horror movie history. You know, it's one of the most famous horror movie monsters out there, one of the first vampire films. I think it's from 1922 and it's Asylum film, I think. And I watched my first silent film last year, The Man Who Laughs. I really enjoyed it, so that has pushed this to make me want to watch it a little bit more. But I feel like this should be watched anyway, as me being a big horror movie genre fan. I should have watched this by now, so hopefully I can add it to the collection soon and get it watched. But number 9 is Nosferatu. Number 8 is going to be This Is Spinal Tap. Now, the reason I've never really got round to this is because I'm just never really that fussed about watching movies about music or bands or singers, and every time I watch them I seem to enjoy them, so that's a stupid little thing that I think of before going into them. I mean, I watched Bohemian Rhapsody, Walk the Line, you know, and I think this is based on a band that aren't even real, to be honest. I might be wrong there, but I think that's what it is. And it's kind of filmed like a documentary style, I think. Like I said, I haven't seen any of these movies, but this was always in the Empire magazine's top 100 movies ever. I've seen other top 100 movie lists, and this always appears in it. One of the best films, apparently, to come out of the 80s. Like I said, just haven't watched it yet. I mean, there is only one movie in this top 10 video. Well, I'll say movie franchise, and I'll talk about it more when I get to it, that I probably have no desire to watch. So this is Spinal Tap. Hopefully I can get round to it soon. That is number 8. Number 7 is going to be Logan. Now, I've heard so many great things about this X-Men Wolverine movie. I've heard it's the best in the franchise, or one of the best. James Mangold directed the Wolverine, of course, and I only recently got round to that movie. I've had it in my collection for so long, and about a month or 2 ago I actually watched it, and I thought it was quite alright actually. But I've heard Logan is a way better film. I know there's a noir version of it as well, which would be interesting to see. My friend Leon from Leon Talks Film, who I'm going to tag down below, by the way, because he is one of the people I've chosen to do this video, said it's almost like a Western type movie with Wolverine in. Sounds interesting enough to me. I do plan on picking this up on 4K soon, now that I've especially watched the Wolverine. I'm not the biggest X-Men fan in the world, but he is by far the best character in that franchise, and I do enjoy his solo movies. Like I said, the Wolverine, and even Wolverine Origins, which is a movie that everyone hated. I even like that one. You know, I like the whole farmhouse setting and stuff. So I think Logan might be up my street. So that is number 7. Number 6 is going to be Dirty Dancing. I know this is another highly acclaimed film. This is one of these films that you should watch before you die and stuff like that. Always appears in the top 100 movie list and stuff. Another 80s film. Just never got round to it. I think the reason for this is that, again, it's just not really a film that appeals to me too much. To people dancing and falling in love. But again, sometimes when I watch these movies, I like them. I mean, I watched the Film Stars Don't Die in Liverpool just last month. That didn't appeal to me whatsoever, and I really liked it. So I'm not saying that's the same type of film or nothing. I don't know. The only time I think I've seen Jennifer Grey in a movie was Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I can't quite remember it in anything else. But I've seen a bunch of Patrick Swayze films. Just haven't got round to this one. I do have a movie posted in this room as well, and it has 100 movies to scrub off that you must see before you die, and Dirty Dancing is on there. I do plan on completing that poster at some point. But yeah, number 6 is Dirty Dancing. Number 5 is going to be a movie that probably appeals to me more than anything on this list, and that is ReAnimator. Now, I remember the 2 characters in American Beauty talking about this. Kevin Spacey's character and the weird kid who lives off across the road. And they're talking about this monster that gets made, or some head gets pulled off, or something like that. And they're trying to think of the movie, and they go ReAnimator. And that's kind of the first time I actually heard of this movie. And I've seen lots of people after that on social media just mention it in horror groups and stuff. And I know there's a Bride of ReAnimator. I think there is anyway, or The Revenge of ReAnimator, something like that. I think there's 3 of them. But this is just a horror classic that I've never got round to. Like I said, horror is my favourite genre, so you think I would have seen it by now. Sounds like it's right up my street, actually, but I just don't know too much about it. I think it's about a doctor who creates a monster, kind of like Frankenstein. Could be totally wrong there, but it looks interesting. It looks like one that I'd really enjoy, so hopefully I can get it in the collection soon. I don't know if there's a UK Blu-ray out, so I might have to go Region A for that, but this is one that really does appeal to me. So number 5 is ReAnimator. Number 4 now is going to be the movie that probably I will never watch, and if I do, it'll be because loads of people in the comments on this video say give it a try, but I'm not sure there's going to be anyone who says that, and that is the Twilight Saga. I have watched about 30 minutes of the first movie and none of the other ones. Didn't appeal to me whatsoever. My sister just had it on downstairs on Sky one day. I was just like, wow, this is just not for me. I mean, if I want to watch a vampire film, it's going to have to be like The Lost Boys or Dusk Till Dawn or something. Not like this. But then again, you know, Robert Pattinson is the Batman soon. He's starting to really come up again in his career now after being in Tenet and stuff. So, yeah, maybe one day, but it's just not something I'm ever going to rush around to see, and it just doesn't look like my type of movie whatsoever. So, number 4 is the Twilight Saga. I say movie, that's more of a franchise, so the Twilight franchise, if you like, is number 4. Number 3 is going to be probably the most highly acclaimed movie on this list, and that is Citizen Kane. I have never even seen an Orson Welles movie, I'm not going to lie, but I know this is meant to be the best one. I didn't watch the movie Mank last year just because I hadn't seen Citizen Kane. I wanted to watch it before going into that movie, and I just never got round to it. I don't know if this looks like it's going to be my type of film or anything, but anything that is highly acclaimed and meant to be one of the greatest films of all time, especially with one of the highest, you know, the best actors of all time apparently in there, silent movie star Orson Welles, I think he was, I'm going to have to give it a go. Now, I have held off a little bit here because I know there's a 4K version coming from Criterion, so I'm definitely going to grab that for the collection. I'm starting to grab a few Criterions now. You'll see it in my next Blu-ray update that I have a few there, but this is one that I'm going to get on 4K from Criterion. So yeah, heard great things. I'm actually looking forward to it, even though it doesn't look like my type of film, if that makes sense. I do feel like my mind will change afterwards and that I will actually like this one. So, number 3, it's Citizen Kane. Okay, we're down to the last 2. Now, I do feel like a lot of you may be surprised who watch this channel on a daily basis, because you've got so many movies behind me. These are actually modern films, and nearly everyone has seen these who I know of. I mean, I think I'm one of the very few, or 10% of the whole world who've not seen these films. So we'll start with number 2, and it is a franchise I'm talking about here, and that is the Fast and the Furious franchise. Yes. Now, I have seen the first movie. I absolutely love it. I used to watch it all the time back in the day. I owned it on DVD, one of the very first DVDs I got. But I just haven't got round to the rest of the franchise. Now, I don't really know why. I felt like they were a bit of cash grabbing back in the day with Too Fast, Too Furious and Tokyo Drift. Just seemed like it wasn't connected at all, and it looked like a straight to VOD film. Can't quite remember if that was actually on the cinema or not back in the day. But it just doesn't look like... It didn't look like it was ever going to live up to the first movie, in my opinion. But this was back in the day. Now, I have wanted to watch this franchise as the years have gone by, especially when I hear people talk about 5 and 6. They're meant to be really good when The Rock comes in and stuff, Dwayne Johnson. But I think I've just always been waiting for this box set to come out and I can just buy them all in one go. But it just never seems to happen, does it? I mean, we've just got Fast 9 this year. There's rumours of a Fast 10 coming, and that's meant to be the end. But then we've got spin-offs, like, I forgot the name of it. The one with The Rock and Jason Statham in. You know, is it The Rock and Jason Statham? I can't quite remember. Jason Statham's definitely in it. I feel like I'm waiting for this big box set to come out so I can just binge watch them all. But I don't think I can count on that now, because if these movies keep making money, they're just going to make more of them. They'll say Fast 10 is the last, and next minute, you know, we'll be on Fast Furious 27. So maybe I should just buy the box set now where it's up to, and then just add to it every time a new one comes out. Because I really do want to watch these films, you know, especially the ones when The Rock comes in and stuff. And I would like to own the first movie on Blu-ray anyway, because like I said, back in the day, it was one of my favourite films. I used to watch it constantly. So yeah. I'm going to have to get round to this franchise soon. So number 2 is the Fast and the Furious franchise. Coming in at number 1 though, another big surprise. It's another franchise, by the way, everyone. And this is the Harry Potter franchise. Yes. Now, kind of like the Fast and the Furious, I have seen the first 2 movies and I've seen half of the third one. Why I've seen half of the third one, I don't know, because I never ever really turn movies off halfway through. I always like to watch them till the end. And I don't know why I did. I can't quite remember now, but I did see half or 3/4 of that film back in the day. But I liked it, but I didn't love it, and then I just didn't bother with the rest of the franchise. Now, this is one of... I have a Blu-ray list on my phone of movies that I want in my collection, and the 4K box set of this is high on that list. So now I've watched all my unwatched movies in my collection. I've conquered the collection. I might just go out and buy this now. Me and my fiance have been saying for the last few years that we want to watch this while we're both off over Christmas. So maybe this year is the year. And maybe when I watch it, I'll rank them all, you know, in a separate video from worst to best. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to actually going through this franchise, because I did like the first 2. The third just kind of lost my interest a little bit. I don't know why. It's just when I was way younger. It was when they first come out, what, like 15 years ago now or something. And I have read the first 4 books, really enjoyed them, really got lost in them stories with all the characters and stuff. And I know a lot of people do love these films, so I am not against giving these a go at all. In fact, I probably will do at the end of this year and get that box set on 4K. But number 1 is the Harry Potter franchise. Hey guys, I hope you all enjoyed this quick little fun video. You know, what do you think of these movies? Let me know down below. Are there any I should prioritise over the others? Let me know, you know, is it a shock that I haven't seen some of these films? There are more movies out there that I could have put on this list, but I had to narrow it down to 10. Gone with the Wind. I haven't seen the movie Here, you know, with Joaquin Phoenix. The King of Comedy, another Martin Scorsese film that I've been trying to watch for years. So or wanting to watch for years, should I say. So there's a lot more movies I haven't seen, but I've got it down to 10 that I feel like I could talk about, and you know, would be a popular 10 if you like. So yeah, that is my list. Now I've got to tag 5 YouTubers to do this. So I have asked 4 of these if they'd like to do it. I'm just going to have to throw someone else in at the end here. But the first YouTuber I'd like to tag is Big Paulie. I'm sure I know you lot who he is. He's wanting to do this video. Geordie Paul from Magpie Movie said he might find it difficult, but he's going to have a bash at this as well. So his link will be down below along with Big Paulie's. We also have John from Mondo Chelovic Movies, who I asked. He said he would be down for this. You know, John, really happy to see your channel doing so well lately, mate. So his link will be down below. Leon Talks Film, who I mentioned before, who told me about Logan. His link's going to be down below as well. He wants to have a little bash at this list. I know that he hasn't seen Starship Troopers. Whether he puts that on the list, who knows? And I'm just going to throw someone else at the end here. So, Jamie Powell, you're getting tagged, my friend. You don't have to do this, of course. It's up to yourself. And if you guys don't have time to do it, whatever, even though you said you will, don't worry about it. It's up to you. Now, if you're a YouTuber watching this video and you want to have a go at this, but I haven't tagged you, just have a go anyway. You know, it's just a fun little community thing that we can all get involved in. So thank you, Sarah, for tagging me in this. I know you tagged me in this a couple of months ago. Sorry it's very late. And Luke, great topic to talk about there. Thank you for starting this tag in the BlueTube community, or the movie community if you like. Hope you all enjoyed the video, guys. Take it all easy. I'll see you all in the next one.